Alright, what's up guys? So today in this video I'm going to share with you my first offline experience in terms of tournament, because yesterday, well, it ended today as I'm recording this video, but I did attend DreamHack Atlanta and I registered in Tekken 7. Tekken 7 only wanted to focus on one game for my first try. So I did that, and I'm gonna share with you all the little detail and how everything happened. It was a really nice experience, by the way. Well, I'm gonna tell you everything. Oh yeah, I didn't announce it on the channel. I mean on YouTube, but I did announce it. Well, quote unquote, announced it on Twitch. So if you don't follow my Twitch, make sure to do it. The link is in the description. Now let's start with my backstory in terms of tournaments, offline tournaments. My first ever offline tournament was when I was in my country. It was during the T6 era. At that time, Tag 2 was not announced yet. Wait, was it? I don't remember if Tag 2 was already announced or not, but it was during the Tekken 6 era, right? How I went to that tournament is when I usually went to, well, I used to go to the arcade, quote unquote arcade, just like I showed you in my video where I was in my country and everything. A similar arcade, right? But the guy that was running it, that's where I got all my games for my PSP and stuff. And he had Tekken 5. I used to play Tekken 5 against his assistant. So one day, a friend of a friend of a friend of that assistant told him that there was going to be a tournament, and since they knew that I played T5, they was like, okay, you should enter the tournament, right? And that tournament was supposed to be on TV. Well, wasn't supposed to be. That tournament was on TV. It was the local TV. It wasn't super huge, but it was still a pretty big deal since it was on TV. So I went there, and my first match was against a complete beginner. He didn't know how to play. That was easy victory. At that time, I used to play Kazuya. I didn't play Julia. I played Kazuya at that time. So I beat him pretty easily. That was the first match. And then the second match was the week after. Don't ask me why. That's how it went. The second match was the week after, right? And that match was horrible. I did so bad for multiple reasons. The first reason was because at that time I used to play a lot by myself on my PSP, right? But I never ever had the chance to play against real people around me. So that was a huge disadvantage. I was stressed out, you know, and the biggest thing, of course, was because I was on TV, and you know, the stress and everything. I performed extremely bad. Oh man, I was so pissed. And one of the reasons why I did so is because before the tournament, I did not. How do you say that? Damn, what's the word? I had it. I did not warm up. I did no warm up. Just went boom straight in tournaments. I did so bad. I was so pissed, right? So right now we are back at normal days, well, present day, and I wanted to have, you know, offline experience. I wanted to see how I would perform offline. Online is one thing, and then offline is a completely different word. So I entered DreamHack, and Friday, was it Friday? Hold on. It was Thursday midday, right? I got an email, you know, for all the planning stuff was good, and then I checked out my bracket, and guess who I fought? Well, who was my first match? My first match in my first offline tournament in the US was going to be Speed Kicks. Now, for those of you who don't know Speed Kicks, for you online warrior, watch this. He is on the top leaderboard in the Tekken PS4, blah blah blah. But for those of you who know Speed Kids will know that he is an offline tournament player. And he is probably the best Warang in the US. So my first match was going to be against him. When I saw that out, I rolled my house like, how is this possible? You gotta be kidding me, right? I couldn't believe it. So I was like, okay, I have no choice. And if you watch my rank number 7, you will notice that I don't really like the speed. Not this. I was about to say the speed kick matchups. I don't like the Warang matchup because I never ever try to learn how to play against the character or to defend against the character. So I don't like it. But since I was going to have no choice but to fight, I went, in the lab. I didn't even do nothing crazy, right? But I noticed that his power crush move was a high. Now I always felt like it was a mid because to me it looked like a mid, but just by doing that, because I had an offline tournament, I went to the lab and I spent a little amount of time. I discovered it, and that was huge. That is huge now. Now that I know that it is a high, I won't get too scared of that anymore, because before I thought it was a mid, so I wasn't trying to duck. But now that I know, we good, right? So Friday, I checked my bracket again, and it is against Speakers. I'm just like, damn. So really, I will have to play against this character. I was like, okay. So Friday, I went in a little bit of what I want my goals going in the tournament. So here is what I set up as goals for me, right? The first one was to play, well, the goal is to play like if I'm playing home, like I'm playing online, like you see in my videos, right? To have the same type of movement, the same type of everything, right? Was to play like if I was home. That was my first objective. My second objective was to think about, well, since I was going to play speed kicks, right? If I were to lose the first match, I will stop a little bit and think about the actual match and not about my state, not about what was around me and all that, right? So I went with a strategy. If you were to do, the Warang stuff where he does high, low, high, low, high, low instance, if we were to do that, I was going to do up forward 2 with Kazumi, which is an evasive move, right? And if I was off range, I was going to do stuff like down 3, right? So that was my quote-unquote strategy if I were to be in trouble. That was my second objective. And then my third objective was, if I were to be on stream, I will not be shocked by it. And I would try to stay calm, try to play like usual. Those were my 3 objectives. I wasn't going there to get top 8. No. I just wanted to experience how it was to be offline and see what I could do against other people offline, of course. So that's before the tournament. Boom! Here we are, Saturday, the day of the tournament. Our pool was supposed to start at 4, so I went there I got there around like 2:45, almost 3, right? I went to the Tekken part of the entire thing. A lot of people were already playing, right? They're playing casual, free to play until the tournament starts. So I went there, sat down, I played against a couple of guys. First guy, I beat him. Well, okay, so let's see. That was day 1, right? I played against 1, 2, 3. I played against 3 people between my arrival and the tournament starting. The first guy, very easy. Second guy, even easier. The third guy knew how to play, but I still beat him. So I beat all the guys that I played against offline getting into that free play part before the tournament start. And one thing that I noticed the first minute I played is that my movement was weird. And here is the most important part of what I realized going from online to offline just by going to that tournament. The timing. Okay, so if you're used to playing online, if you play in a tournament offline for your first time, it's going to mess up your timing. What I mean by that is, since the online is online, you're used to do things in advance, but offline is different. Timing is completely different, so you'll see and you'll find yourself doing stuff way too fast, and things are not going to work like you want. For example, when I was sidestepping, I found myself jumping. I was like, what the hell is this, right? And I'll show you a specific situation where the easiest combo that I do every single time online, I missed it. I could not, like, the difference between online and offline is not like that huge, but if you're not ready, it's gonna mess you up. So going there ahead of time was a really good thing for me, and I had to like adjust myself to kind of rearrange my brain into getting used to not do things too early. So yeah, so I beat those 3 guys. It was pretty simple, pretty easy, and then the tournament starts. Boom. Mr. Jabali comes up, calling people out. My pool was D2. So the setup was 4 parts, right? Each part had 4 tables that formed a square, and on each table 1 screen, 2 chairs. So for one pool you had 4 station to play, So I was in D2. First match. I heard my name. I'm here. Right? He calls up my opponent. He doesn't show up. Then they told me to wait. Right? I wait, and then a second guy comes up, and he does the same thing. Calls up my name. I'm here. My opponent is not here. Boom. After a while, he got DQ'd. So my first match, I passed it without even playing. My opponent got DQ'd, moved on. Second match, right? Second match was against this guy that I actually talked to before the tournament. Well, before the tournament started. So I was basically asking him, what if my opponent is not there? I already kind of knew that they was going to DQ him, but I still did ask him. And he told me, okay, if your opponent is not here, they're going to DQ him. Very easy, right? I was like, oh, okay, thanks, right? A little chit chat. So that same guy, that is the guy that I fought in my second match. He was a complete beginner. I ran through him 2-0, 6 rounds straight. The reason I know is because he told me that at the end of the match. He was basically like, okay, I started playing the game the second week after the release, and this is my second Tekken. I started in Tekken 6, blah, 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 blah. I was, a little bit chit-chatting, so that was cool. Second match, I was still, pretty good. And then I wait, and then they call my name again, Jackie Chigo. No, actually, I'm not gonna go in those details, but Jackie Chigo, I'm here. You're on stream. Now, when he said that, that didn't surprise me. I was cool. I was like, okay, I'm on stream. Cool, right? But beforehand, I forgot the detail. After every single match, I was checking to see what my next match was going to be, right? And like I said, I won my first match by default. I won my second match super easily. My third match, when I checked, guess who it is? Speed Kicks again. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I guess it's inevitable, right? I'm gonna play against the best Warang in the US in my third match in my first offline tournament. I was like, okay, well, I did kind of prepare against this match, right? And yeah, that's what I actually did the day before. So I was like, okay. And then when the guy called me, hey yo, you are on stream. I was like, okay, cool. You're on player 2. So make sure you get over there and get on player 2. Okay. I get up stage first, and then Speed Kid comes. We set up everything. I'm on player 2. And funny thing is, okay, I'm gonna tell you that later. So the guy that called us, he comes and he said stuff like, okay, when you see the two commentators on the screen at the same time as you see yourself, that's the signal, and you can start playing. But right now, just wait. Couple of ads over there. Just wait 5 minutes. You know, you can check up your buttons and do all that. So before our match, we had actually 6 minutes of doing nothing. So that's actually what happened. We didn't do anything. We didn't check buttons. You know, we don't really need to check buttons in Tekken like in Street Fighter and stuff. So we set up everything. I was in player 2, Spiggy was in player 1. And you know what? We are actually going to see this match right now on stream. Let's go. Alright, so here we are. The channel to watch this is DreamHack Fighters, and this is day 1. Now, I did not know before our match, I did not know this was actually the first Tekken fight on stream. I did not know that. This is when I rewatched it that I was like, oh, okay. So this was the actual first match on stream. So yeah, beforehand, like I said, I was like, make sure to focus on the actual match, not just, you know, oh, I'm on stream, oh, let's not do stupid stuff, right? I was like, wait, focus on the match, focus on the match. So yeah, but well, I'll tell you that afterward. One thing though that they did that I really was kind of disappointed is the flag. They didn't have the flag of my country on stream. I purposely did put my country because I wanted to represent if I were to be on stream, and I was. But unfortunately, they didn't have it, as you will see. So yeah. Now something else I forgot to do during those 5 minutes is to delete the previous Bluetooth device. So to delete basically the previous controllers. That's the only and one thing I forgot to do. I remembered everything that I had to remember if a situation like this were to happen, but I forgot to turn off the Bluetooth devices to disconnect the other controllers. I don't know if that had any influence on what is going to happen that I'm going to show you, but yeah. So the setup, you had people behind, you had the lights over here that flashes. It doesn't flash, but it illuminates pretty much the players. You had the TV there, and then the big screen was behind. And something that I actually liked that I did is I did not at any moment get out of focus from my actual match by maybe looking around or looking at the screen to see myself. Basically, I didn't do that. And this was the guy that told us, "Hey, you're on stream." The handshake, and yeah. Now I was kind of lucky too, in the sense of it wasn't a stage with walls, because with walls Warang does a lot of damage, but it wasn't great either because I knew beforehand that playing against speed kicks I would be really weak because of my movement. It would basically destroy me just by the movements. I really knew that. So yeah. Oh, also in tournament mode, you can't skip the intros if you're wondering. You're forced to watch it. Alright, let's see. See, they didn't have my country. I was kind of, well, you'll see that. And now he started with throws, just to test me, to see if I can, like, break those. But I didn't. Nice, going low. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want it to do 4-4-4 there. First opportunity for a combo, and boom. Okay, we're gonna pause here. People, that is not the combo I usually do, and that is not what I wanted to do. Again, the reason why this happened is because I was still playing, even though I reminded myself not to, I was still playing with the online timing in my mind. Even though I told myself, wait a little bit when you do your combos. Don't go so fast. Right there is because I had the opportunity. In my mind, I was like, do your regular combo. Do your regular combo. And I did my regular combo. Well, the intention was there, but I did it with my regular timing, which is online timing, which does not work offline. So that's why I messed it up. And another troll. Yeah, it wasn't falling for those like 1-1 into magic 4 attempt. And something, okay, so something that I noticed while we were watching this is that when I was playing the game, even though, again, I told myself, watch for what he is doing and react accordingly. Right there, you see that forward 1+2, I'm gonna get hit by that a lot. And at that time when I was playing the match, I did not notice he was using that, and it wasn't falling for my regular stuff, the stuff that works online basically. It wasn't falling for that. Holding back, good. And another throw. Another one, no. Okay, so the reason why I broke the throw there is because he did it immediately after doing another command throw. If we were to do it maybe after another move or later in the second round, I wouldn't have break it. To be honest, I wouldn't have break it. Yeah, I was trying to stop. Nice block. See? Another forward 1+2. I wasn't noticed he was using that. Okay, that duck was on purpose. Like I said, on that Friday I went on the lab and I discovered that the power crush for 1 rank is high. So when he did the stance, I kind of felt like he was going to do the power crush move, so that's why I ducked. It wasn't just the regular duck. Yeah, I got it. Boom. Okay, this is the pressure situation I was talking about. That was I was scared the most of, because I don't know how to deal with that. I really don't know how to deal with that. So my answer or my goal was, if I see that, I'm gonna try to do up forward 2, which is an evasive move from Kazumi. So let me see if I can get back a little bit on that. I won't be able to. That's way too far. I don't think so. Yeah, it's way too far. Okay, we'll have to wait again. But again, if you want to watch this without my commentary and the actual commentary and the chat, just go on DreamHack Fighters in day 1. You'll see that. First match on the Tekken 7 stream. Holding back, of course. Okay, oh, do you see that? I stopped there for a moment. I remember I actually tried to move, but for some reason nothing happened. I don't know why. I really don't know why. So the theory that I was scared of happens at the end of the round. So if you look carefully, you're gonna see the beginning animation for that up forward 1+2. I mean up forward 2. There, but he stopped it with below. So yeah, Now, at this moment, I was like, okay, just do a little bit more lows and try not to get hit. That's basically what I told myself. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, more lows. I wasn't using that on the first round that much. Nice. Okay, so you see that 4-3-2 or 4-1-3 into medium, low, or high? No, medium. Well, basically the mix-up. Either I do a low or a mid or a high, right? He is the first person to ever sidestep that. Ever, even online, I do not remember. Maybe in one of my videos, maybe someone did, but as far as I remember, nobody ever done that before. To me, when I was playing, when he did that there, I didn't really notice it. But let's watch. I tried to low parry, but he didn't do any lows. I should have punished that. Going low, yeps. Yeah, it was not going to go low, which is... Nope. Right there, I moved a little bit of my chair because I felt like I actually had that round. I should have went low. But I thought I was going to press a button, so that's why I did the high one. Tried to grab. Oh, that was not the jump, that was a sidestep. See, he was doing that for... Oh, nice. That's where I noticed, okay, this guy is sidestepping now. That is adaptation. Oh, man. Yeah, more lows. Another one. Yes. Good. Nice. Do your regular combo and... Okay. Again, just like the first time I had my opportunity with that up forward, while standing 2. This time, that is a regular combo that you see me do a lot online in my videos, right? And I was going to do it. Actually, here it is. I was going to do this combo, but again, because of my online timing, I did the down forward one way too early. And I was waiting that to come out, but since I did it too early, nothing came out. And yeah, that's what happened. Nice little parry. That was way too predictable. And again, forward 1+2 again. After I sidestepped that, I got caught. Yes, that was good. At least I did it once, and it worked. So that was it. I shook his hand, but you won't see it on camera right here. They didn't switch as fast. But yeah. Now, I did not feel like I did completely horribly against him because, again, my goal going there was not necessarily to go top and do top 8 and that kind of stuff. No. Also, this is one of my first offline tournament. Like I said earlier, I was going there with objectives. And me rewatching this, yes, there was some stuff like, for example, the empty flying. I never do that. I never ever do that. There is no reason to do that. That shows that I was kind of a little bit stressed, so I did stuff that I don't usually do. But overall, it could have been way worse than this. But yeah, I am okay with this performance. But of course, I could have done better. But yeah. So that was the Thursday. After that, I went back home and I thought about, you know, everything that happened. And I realized that I was doing okay. Now, when I was playing in the casuals, I was doing some stuff that I actually surprised myself. I was breaking trolls visually. I'm not talking about regular trolls. I'm talking about 1+2 trolls. Like visually, I will see the troll and break it because it is offline. And I decided to go the second day to play more people, and that's what I did. I went on Sunday, which is today, the day I'm recording this, and I played. How many people did I play? I played 2 people, but those 2 people were pretty good. The first guy, I played with him, I don't know, maybe an hour with that against that guy. I was only using Kazumi, so his first character he picked was Master Raven, and then after that he picked Dragunov. After Dragunov, no, Master Raven, Lucky Chloe, Dragunov, and then Kazumi in order. And if we count overall, that first guy, I won most of the matches against him, but it was pretty good. So I did learn a lot. And the second guy I played is actually Big Boy. If you are like a stream monster, I guess I am, you know who Big Boy is. But yeah, I played against him and I learned a lot. Now, one thing I learned, and he told me this, basically some of the stuff he was doing, I was just doing the safe punish, and that's what I said. And he said, no, don't do safe punish. If it's launch punishable, do launch punishable. And that clicked. Basically, to sum it up, because I played offline and because I can actually see and react to stuff, I can now do exactly what I want to do and what I'm supposed to do. So to maximize everything, I should punish things to the max potential, right? And that is only because I went out and played offline. So from now, I will be definitely attending more tournaments. Definitely going to final round next year, attending on Tekken 7. And yeah, if there's another big tournament, I don't know if you guys like this type of videos. I will be doing some more if I am satisfied with my performance, of course. But if I'm not, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I know this video was kind of long, but I really wanted to share this with you, and I really enjoyed going out and playing offline. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. God bless you as usual, and bye bye.